it's about time we get to explain the word Širk. So in Semitic, Širk means association. Like you have a derived word sharik in Arabic, which means an associate, a companion. So here in Ugaritic, which is an old city located in western Syria, near the coast, and so there they spoke the same language as in Israel, as in the surrounding areas. And so in this Ugaritic, you have a word Širk with the meaning of associating a deceased hero with a star. So when an important person, especially after his death, as long as he's still alive, he can still do anything, do something wrong. He can still fall from grace. But so when he's dead, you see the full measure of his importance is taken. And he becomes part of the collective consciousness, just like the starry sky. And so he's identified with one of the stars. That way he becomes immortal. Well, actually, the stars are not really immortal, but they take a few billions of years. So by human standards, that's pretty much immortal. He achieves undying fame. Now, this is a not so special thing, that we all practice. Like when your father dies, you take your little son on an evening walk, and you tell him, he's sad that grandfather has died. You tell him, no. Granddad continues to live. Look at that star there. That's him. He's watching over you. Now make sure you behave because he can see you. And so you see this on a more formal, grander scale is essentially the same phenomenon. And so it unites, it fuses the two main original forms of religion, which is heaven worship and ancestor worship. So the ancestors can't really affect you anymore. They can't beat you anymore. But in a subtle way, they still influence you. The same thing is said by astrologers about the stars. The stars can't really do anything, but they have a subtle influence that still shapes your destiny. Okay, so you have a number of related cultures where you have the same phenomenon, like among the pharaohs. Among the oldest generations, it was indeed similarly said that a deceased pharaoh was identified with a specific star. Later, they simplify it and they say that once a pharaoh has died, he has gone with Ra. He has gone with the sun. In later times, this is more or less transformed into a kind of monotheism in the sense that all the stars identified with all the ancestors worship the sun. So the many gods become subordinate to the one god. The pharaoh Pepi of early Egypt is described as having become Regal, the main star in Orion. So this practice existed, that kings are associated with any specific star after death. Right, well, this divinization of the stars is pretty common. Like Plato explicitly considered the stars as divine. Although by the time of the Greek philosophers, there were also dissenting voices, like Aristagoras and Aristophanes, are skeptics, or what is in India called rationalists. And to them, you see no God business. For them, the stars are only fiery rocks, which is more or less the modern idea.